All right, welcome back to XAUUSD Traders Hub. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to XAUUSD Traders Hub. As usual, you guys know the drill and how we do this, so we are going to get into it straight forward. All right, let me first connect some things here. All right, so we will start with prayer and then get started into the analysis. Father, we say thank you for today. Thank you for this beautiful morning that you've given out to us as we start today's session, which is our last session of the week. We ask of your grace, we ask of your goodness. Thank you for yesterday's profits and market setups that you provided unto us and the success we got. And as we start today, we ask of the same, even better than yesterday, so that we can end the week in greatness, with great success, oh God, for the glory of your name. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. Thank you for the profits that we are going to make today in advance. Thank you for even the perfect entry and exit levels that you're providing today as we wind up the week. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right, so without any further ado, you know the drill, guys. We start with crush 500. Crush 500. All right, so crush 500 yesterday the analysis was, we were already seeing those equal highs there, and then we were anticipating price to break out and probably reach here, and then we continue. So it gave us a fake breakout here, then went ahead and gave us another break of structure right about there, and then continued up. So when it was coming, the anticipation was to give another pullback and start to sell perfectly, but it did not. So it kept playing games, and then gave us another break of structure today morning around midnight, and one there gave another break of structure right there. So all this now it has not happened. We wanted price to break that level, but it did not. So all this now, we don't need it. All this, we still need the buys, the sells from there. So let's first delete all this. We still need sells from this level. This is a sell that we still need according to the analysis we made yesterday. If we can go to H4, we wanted sells from there, so we can come down below here for the buys from this very fair value gap. So the sells, as you clearly see, have begun. So price was looking for that order block according to H4. So now we can remove this fair value gap. We don't need it. This we don't need. Clearly we see that sales have begun, but there is rejection coming in from buyers. As you can see here, there was a fair value gap in between there, so it could be the problem. There is a fair value gap here, it could be the problem. And clearly one may even argue and say there's even a fair value change of character right there, right here. So if price fails to drop down all the way again down below, then that could be the issue. But let's understand it before we can assume. Before we assume, let's understand it. Okay, daily time frame, what are we looking for? We are looking for buys, but H4 we still need sells. How about M15? We need sells, we need buys, then later we sell according to H4. Okay, so that becomes something that we can work with. So H1 buys and still M15 buys. That's why we have a change of character within here. If you want, you can make this early entry and have your stop loss down below here, but I'm gonna wait. Now this, remember, I want to show you this. This was a break of structure according to M15. That was a break of structure. So if that was the break of structure, price has to go up again to try and take out that higher high. So price has to go back up like that. So it may react all the way back to that OB on M15. It may react all the way back to that OB. So what are we going to do here? Nothing. Let me go to M5. Okay, even M5 is okay, it's doing good. So if it breaks that level, you may see a drop like this before we can buy it strongly. Remember, the new H4 is about to close. The current H4 is about to close. It's remaining with 14 minutes. So as it closes and the new one starts, we may see something like this that might actually give us buys, a perfect entry for the buys. So for now, I will leave this at M5. Let's talk about Boom 1000. Let's talk about Boom 1000 now. Boom 1000. Yesterday we made money. This is where we were yesterday, and I remember giving this signal within the analysis. I told you I made a loss yesterday there, but I was looking to recover it. So yesterday I had to recover it with that move, and I told you we are looking at it coming to that M15 order block. Yeah, we are looking at it coming to that M15 order block and probably start buys, because we were oversold both on H4 and M15. So H4 continued to sell massively. You can see what happened. We first delete these, remove history, remove that. So it sold massively in a weird way that we did not anticipate. We did not anticipate that kind of selling. So our level was that to buy from there, but it continued to break that support. So going to H4, that was the order block there. Actually, this was a daily order block. Yeah, this was a daily order block. We broke that order block, which is even a support level. Clearly on the daily it is a support, but on the weekly we are still on that very support level. But still you clearly see that there is a break of structure right there. According to the weekly, this candle hasn't closed yet. We still have today and tomorrow to close this candle. So it hasn't closed yet, so we don't know if it is actually going to continue breaking or not, because looking at CCI, we are oversold, meaning we may see a reversal. Now going to daily, we wanted buys, but we saw a break of structure. So the yesterday's candle closed without even a wick, so meaning sellers had enough momentum to continue pushing for the downtrend. As we speak, according to H4, we have started to see some rejection in the current H4 candle. Yeah, and looking at that, we are oversold on H4. Yes, we may see a break of structure, but that doesn't mean that we may not see a reversal here. So right now we are seeing that. So what are we going to do here? If we go to M15 and H4, H1 and M15, we see that buyers are trying to come into shape. And looking at what we have here, yeah, there's now low momentum of sellers. That's why we have a wick on H4 there. So for now, I won't be focusing on this asset until I have a reversal signal. Remember, we are still on the weekly order block, support level. So, and of course we are supposed to be looking for a downtrend according to weekly. This was a break of structure, this is another break of structure, but this candle hasn't closed yet. Anything is still possible to happen. Price may react today and continue and change and goes back into buys and fails to give us a break of structure here, which may in turn push back all the way for that liquidity above there that it left back. So don't be surprised if we see buyers come in strongly today before the day ends, and probably even tomorrow, and a week closes with just a wick of the candle, not the body of the candle, as a breakout, as a break of structure here. So now no business here. We leave it. All we want is a reversal signal, probably on M15, to kickstart the buying. Boom 500. All right, so boom 500, you guys remember the analysis was simple: price to reach there and give us sales, or there and start sales. It actually went for the upper one. Let me show it to you on H4. You remember when I told you there is an M15 order block within the H4 order block? That is what I was looking for. This was a fair value gap. It was not respected, so we can take it out. So it went and respected the order block of H4, but more so the M15 order block. The M15 order block. Now let me show it to you right here. That is the M15 order block right there. It had to go for it and then immediately started. So this would have been the A plus entry for us. A plus entry right there. We had our change of character right all the way here. Price gave us an H4 order block, and then within the H4 order block we had an H1 and M15 order block, and it went for that M15 order block to start the perfect selling. Right now it is going to sell massively. It is not going to even look at this. So if I get to see any pullback, I'm not hesitating to make any sell entries. If I see any pullback, I'm getting in with sales because of this very entry. By the time it was there, I was already in these other assets. I told you guys I normally trade 3 assets per day, so I would have entered this sell last night because I was still in the chart when it did this. I was still in the chart, but I couldn't go against my rules of trading maximum 3 assets, 3 entries per day. So now that we see it has done that, we can now look at how to anticipate a pullback and then look at another entry today. So we see that it is reacting within there. There's a fair value gap here, and it has actually mitigated it. So let's first go to H1. What is happening there? According to H1, we see there is an order block. All right, it's a confluence area right here. That's why price is reacting to it. All right, so buyers are going to first come in, and probably I see this as the level where price may actually react back to right there before we can continue with sales. So if that's the case, then H4 I doubt it will go there. I don't see why it has to go there. This order block was mitigated by this candle here, so it might not go there. The next H4 may start straight with sales, so I may enter with sales on the next H4. Oh, this is daily, sorry. If I enter now, I have to put my stop loss. I have to put my stop loss above this candle here, this H4 candle. This H4 candle is going to close in the next 4 minutes. It's gonna close in the next 4 minutes. This is crazy. Sells M15 is not selling yet. What is that? What am I missing? Something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing here. Something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing. Let me use M30 here and I look at it. Okay, M15 and M30 there's gonna be a pullback. Yeah, let me hold on probably till 3 p.m. because the next H4 may also be a pullback move according to what we've seen on M15. So let me hold on. Let me not be quick right now. Let me just hold on. Let me just hold on. I may get a better entry above around there than where I am. All right, so that's for now. It's a no-go. I'm not going to be entering any moves now. Just delete these, delete that. Do I need this? Not really, so delete it. So what else? Yeah, that has already served us. All right, okay, so we leave it at M30 V25s. Volatility 25 1s. Yes, we made money, of course, and clearly you can see how it's when it reached there, it played games. So congrats to the guys on VIP. I gave this signal. We had an entry right here, and then our stop loss was down below, of course, down below this level. That was our stop loss, and clearly you can see we were very safe. Our first TP was this. It was hit perfectly. The second TP was there. It almost hit it before, but this was today morning. So it came for my stop loss in profits. This is where I had my stop losses in profits. So I was taken out by I had 3 entries on this asset because of the 3 TPs I had. First, second, and third right there. So right now we are heading for the third TP. But to hit the second, you can see it has just hit it, so it was taking longer than expected. So I had to bring my stop loss into profits, and I was taken out. But the first TP was hit perfectly, and now it's heading for the third TP. The second TP has been hit also right there. So now all this is no longer necessary. We can now look at what is happening. So congrats if you're able to use this analysis yesterday for your entries. Yesterday we made some quite good money yesterday for the assets that we traded. All right, yeah, it's gonna hit the TP there. It's gonna hit the TP, so there's no way I can enter this unless if I'm anticipating a pullback after this breakout here. But I doubt. New H4 has started, and look at how it has closed. That candle has closed without even a week. That shows you momentum of buyers, how it has increased. Now, I told you, having mitigated this fair value gap here, right there, we are likely to see buyers actually break that and continue all the way up. So whatever happens here, just because this order block was mitigated 2 times, price reached to it 2 times. Now it came and grabbed liquidity from the fair value gap, and now it's likely to break it and continue all the way up. So for now, we wait and see what is going to happen. But for me, I'm out of the market. I cannot trade, I cannot enter this asset again, even though I see buyers are still likely to continue and hit the third TP, which is very close. That is our third TP, where our third TP was supposed to be, and it is very close, so I cannot enter that. So let me delete this and that. Those were our first and second TPs. This is where our change of character was. Came and grabbed it. So the next move should be this exact move. So it's gonna get to that order block according to H4, this last candle here, and last buy candle there. All right, so that's it. It's coming there. It's coming right here. It's coming right here within that OB. That's where it's coming to. So for now, no business. I won't do anything much. If it gives me a pullback, then probably I could look into it, because according to M15, we are overbought, meaning sales should be coming in. If I zoom out, it doesn't make sense where I need sales, because there's no, I don't see why. Oh, it's because of the break of structure. Yes, it's because of the break of structure right here. It's because of that. That's why we may look at a pullback. So if it does give us a pullback, then it will be coming probably back to this move here. Probably it will be coming back to that move according to M15, and then later probably consolidate a little bit and then continue with buys, and then continue with buys. So for now, I will leave this. I won't be trading, I won't be focusing on it until it reacts to this level. Then I can start to think of also entering buys to take me to this TP level, right here. That could be my trade for today if it gives me what I want. If it fails, then no business with this asset. All right, V75. Guys, don't forget to like, give us that thumbs up. You know, it helps us as we keep on growing the community. V75. Okay, so V75, we were looking for sales as a general, but then we wanted pullback from here to first get us back there, and then we drop for sales. So we reached that level, we got a fake breakout, and then the buy started, but it did not reach there. It came around this level, this previous level according to M15, and then it has been consolidating within that range ever since. It has been consolidating within that range ever since that time. So up to now it is within the range, so I can say I have no business with this asset. But let me first go to H4 pullback sales. We went back to this order block, I believe. So yeah, we went back to that order block, so it is a support level now. That's why buys are starting, but not yet ready for some good entries. So we still need sales. We still need sales. We still need sales to reach here, to reach that order block. So today we'll be focusing on these sales. Wait a minute, something I've just seen. This was a break of structure on M15. So we never saw price go back to look for the high. That's weird. It's crazy and weird. So price may actually first do this. We never saw price go back to look for a new higher high. So price is actually going to give us that. Crazy. That's crazy. That's why it has been consolidating within this range to first give us that and then later drop. Okay, so now we have a clear structure. Guys, you're not looking for sells on V75. We're going to first look for buys. Buys to reach there, failed to probably give us a new higher high on M15 and then drop for the sells. And then we look for H4 to sell perfectly to be ready for the sells. Remember down below here, according to H4, let me draw this. According to H4, we have that order block. We have that order block according to H4. So remember that. So right now, no business. No business. I may enter buys if I get a clear entry down below here, but if I don't, then I may not enter it at all. So that's it. Jump 50. Now please remember that the structure we've just created on V75, it may even go up to tomorrow, so you can still use the same analysis tomorrow to trade V75. I don't normally trade on Saturdays, but if I normally get time, I can do trading and look into the charts if I have time. Most of my Saturdays are normally busy days. All right, so this is jump 50. Jump 50, I told you I will only enter sells if price reacts to this order block, and clearly it failed to react to it, so I couldn't enter any sells. You see, we were looking for a breakout here, then pull back to reach there, and then we can enter sells. So we had a breakout, then pull back there. It did fail to reach that order block, that M15 order block, and that was an indication for me not to play with this asset, so I couldn't enter that asset. Nevertheless, still I was still in other assets, I was still in other trades, and I had already hit my maximum entries for the day. So now let's look at it on H4. Oh, it's crazy. H4 is crazy. Let's go back to M15 first, zoom out a bit, then look at this order block. Price has sort of reached it. Yeah, touched it, which is a good thing. Now we know we can buy this asset. So can we enter buys? M5, not yet. So M5 has to be ready for the buys. Once it gets ready for the buys, then we will get in with buys, and according to M15, push us back there. So I want to first delete this. Then get to right. Okay, so now what I'm looking for, on M15 is simple: buys to get me to this order block. It has to be mitigated. It has to be mitigated. So until I'm ready for the buys there, I'm not going to be looking at selling this asset. Yeah, so for now I'll be looking for that. Once we get there, then we can start to think of sells to bring us down below. fact to bring us all the way here, not even there. So this order block here, we look at M15 within that order block, and that would be the M15 order block right about there. So I'll be looking at price coming back here and then looking at buys later. So this would be the general, this would be my structure kind of anticipation, how price is likely to move today, tomorrow, probably even Sunday, yeah, for 3 days max, depending on the momentum, by the way. So it's not a must that it has to happen within 3 days. It will depend on the momentum of the trader, the market currently. If the traders are engaging into it, and you know, we are seeing buyers coming in and sellers coming in a lot, then we might see it in 3 days, or even in 2 days. So you never know, depending on the momentum. J25, so mark this was jump 50. Yeah, this was jump 50, so mark this may take us throughout even to Sunday. Yeah, so mark it, jump 25. Today's market is quite a bit slow, but it may get interesting towards the New York session. I mean around 3 there, the next H4, after this current H4, the next H4 market may get interesting. So let's wait and see what happens. Jump 25 is where we are now, so let's see. Yeah, this one, we had a resistance here yesterday. I think it was around there. So price had bounced off from that resistance, and I was looking for a sell to first reach down below, so it came and took me out and then went back up. That was a trade that we lost yesterday. In the three trades we took, so we lost that, took us out, then gave us that. Was a weird move, and then later started to sell, but with low momentum, as you can see. That was yesterday. So right now, let's look at today. What is happening? We still need sells. Price has failed to reach that trend line again, but has it reached the order block? If that is very important. That is very important. Not really. It has not. So that gives me an indication that it is likely to still go up to that level. It did not reach there, so it is likely to go again up before it drops down. So in as much as I like to sell it, I would like to sell this asset. I see the price may first reach there. So let's go to lower time frame. Before I go to lower time frame, look at that rejection and the indecision candles that we are currently seeing on those H4, on the H4 time frame. Look at that. We have the hammer, then we have the doji 1, 2, 3 doji candles, meaning indecision, meaning buyers and sellers are a few in the market, meaning this is a risky market you can engage in. So what do we do here? I believe nothing. Yeah, buys are likely to come through. Yeah, from what I'm seeing here, buys are likely to come through. Buys are likely to first come through. So no business here whatsoever. No business. We are likely to see buys from this level to push us all the way up there. So having seen this, I'm not trading it until I see probably a breakout right here, and then I can come in. Or if it fails to break this level here and I see a reversal signal on M15, clearly you see that M15 is not yet oversold, so it's gonna drop down until it is oversold. Then the buyers come in. Once buyers come in, we are good to go for buys on jump 25 to take us there. Then once we reach there, sales are going to start massively to drop down according to H4. By then I believe once we reach there we'll be even overbought according to H4, just like we are seeing there. And then we'll be able to drop down for massive sales to grab liquidity on this H4 order block. Did we reach this order block yesterday? On this move? I think we did. We'll see, but for now we know where price is headed to. At least we know now what price is gonna do in the next few hours. J10. All right, let's look at J10. Okay, that was J10 yesterday. Let's first analyze it better. So J10, we were here, we wanted to pull back here, we couldn't see it, price broke structure and continued with buys, and then once it grabbed liquidity there, look at the sell that happened. I was on it on another account, played games here when I was in profits. That was late night and then dropped massively. So this, it was a crazy move yesterday. So I can delete all that now. Even this here, this move happened. We wanted buys from here. Once price reaches here, that's the buy, the buy move we wanted. So what happened? Let's now look at H4. First H1. Okay, we're seeing a change of character and a fake breakout below that support. All right, it's sort of becoming a fake breakout on that support. This was a break of structure on H4, but then the current candle, the current momentum has been buys. According to M15, was this a break of structure or it was a fake one? Seems to be a fake, and seems to have taken this lower high there. Okay, see the fair value gap has been taken out. Do we still need buys here? That was the plan, to buy from this support. That was a plan here, to buy and then reach there, sell according to H4. According to H4, is it still the plan? New H4 has just started. M5 is selling. M30 needs buys, H4 needs sells. So as a fake breakout. According to H1, we have a change of character though here. So what is happening here? Let me first go to H. Yeah, daily time frame. Daily time frame, we need sells. We already know that. But then we had a breakout here. So according to weekly, this might be just a pullback to continue with buys. The general trend is buys according to the weekly time frame. But also, it's a reminder that price was looking for that liquidity above there. You can see that order block on the weekly has been taken out by this very wick of the candle. So if we okay, now I get it. The break of structure here, pullback, we are likely to continue selling, though it left that liquidity there that is untapped. It's not mitigated. This was mitigated, this is not. That's why H4 needs to buy. So yeah, and now I think we have what to work with. If price fails to react back, okay, this order block was taken out, this one hasn't been taken out, so price may react back here and then we may get in with our buys. From here. So let's wait and see. We may actually buy this asset today. That is jump 10. All right, we have about 6 minutes. Let's wrap it up with gold and we call it a day. All right, gold. Remember when I told you guys that I was skeptical about this fair value gap? Yeah, this is the only liquidity that was left back, that was not intercepted, that was not mitigated. So yesterday, out of nowhere, it dropped for that liquidity on that very fair value gap. And then after that, buyers started to come in. So this was the only liquidity that was left back. The rest, there's nothing. There's no other liquidity that was not mitigated. So when it did that move, it grabbed that liquidity on that fair value gap, then came again, failed to break that previous low that it had created. Now the buying started. The buy started there, and apparently we are still in a weird consolidation as we speak. Price is failing. The buyers are being held up by sellers. Buyers are few in the market as we speak because of these two candlesticks. There are two sell M15 candlesticks that dropped down to grab that. That was crazy. And right now we see that we're being held up. we're being held up. This is considered as a change of character, which is crazy. No, that can't be a change of character. That can't be a change of character. Go to daily time frame. I want to first delete this because I want to see something. Okay, no, we're going to still buy. We are going to still buy. Right, let's do this. That M15 order block. All right. Okay, now according to what we've just seen, M15 may drop again. M15 may drop again. Looking at what we had here, this was our higher high, then we got a break of structure, we got another higher high, but then we failed to take that higher high out, so we started to see consolidation. That's why I had to draw my thing. Remember, this was on a resistance area. That was on a resistance area. That level there was on a resistance area where this structure was formed from, meaning a reversal was evident. Reversal was going to happen anytime from then. So right now we have this order block to mitigate where this drop happened from. If we mitigate that drop and we don't have enough momentum to actually continue above, we are dropping massively to mitigate this, and then we start to think of buyers coming in again. That is how I'm gonna analyze this, and hopefully this might happen probably next week. It may not happen today. I don't know if we have some news today. I haven't checked. I rarely check, but it may not happen today. It may happen probably next week, Monday, Tuesday, around there. So for now, it's a no-go for me until probably if I see price react to that order block that it left here, then I can start to think of selling. But if it fails, then oh yes, I see here price has been failing to break this. So actually our move is just here, just above this, to go there. If we go to M15, this would be the order block right about there. That would be the order block right there, and this would be the move right there, M15. So the move is to break here, and then we come to that M15 order block right within there. Once we reach there, then we can start to think of sells, but until then, no business. Right here price has mitigated this order block, as you can see. So it means, did it touch it? It did not, so it might come again to touch it. So it means no liquidity will be left out. If it does come back here, then it will as well give you this move. I don't see it touching. I didn't see right here we can see it did not touch it, so it means price is gonna drop down again a little bit, probably on M5. Yeah, according to M5 it's going to drop down, and then it is going to touch that order block on M15, and then we'll be ready for the buys to come through, and probably this time break this resistance to take us to that order block. So I'm done with gold. In fact, it is interesting that I may focus on it. I may actually focus on it today. If it does react around here, I may actually enter my buys right on this level. So that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. Let's do a recap and we call it a day. Apologies on these last two assets. They are very tricky. I had to spend some good time to analyze them. Alright, so let's now wrap it up with a recap. So we started with crash 500. We are seeing a breakout, but then we need a pullback. But if it does break out there, oh, a pullback will still be valid. So let's wait and see. No business yet here. Boom 1000, yeah, until we see a reversal signal, no business. We've gotten a break of structure. Okay, so we are seeing reaction here on boom 500. Are we ready for buys? Are we ready for buys? I think we are. Okay, I don't want to do an early entry. I don't want to do an early entry for buys, so no, because if I make an early entry, it means I'm going to have to put my stop loss below there. It's a crazy level because it can give you a fake breakout, take you out, and then return back inside. That's why it's crazy to do that now. It can be an entry, a risky entry. It can be a risky entry if you want. If you're one of those that loves doing risky entries, it can be called a risky entry. And then when it does drop down, you make another entry to take you up, because we are looking at this move right there. We are looking at that move right there. Okay, this one I told you, for me to enter, it has to first react here, then I enter buys, but I see that almost, hey, wait a minute, I think no, it has not touched the order block. But you can say that our third TP has been hit right now. I don't think we are going to see what we wanted to see. We may not. Yeah, we may not. So let me leave it this. I'm not going to focus on V25S today. I think it is, our entries are exhausted. All right, this is M15. We need a breakout, then we drop down later, so it may play games. If it comes down here, then you can get even a better entry to make the buy move to reach all the way up there. So it might sell fast. In fact, it is going to sell fast. It is not that it might, it is going to sell fast. Then we'll come in with buys. We'll come in with buys. We'll come in with buys. V75, jump 50, the move has started, and we have missed it. We have missed it just in 30 minutes. We've just missed. Look at that move, that previous M15 candle, what it has done. So it is going there, then it will drop down, then it will drop down for the sells. So we've missed the buy. I was not expecting that to happen. Yeah, nevertheless it has happened. So we can't enter it, we'll wait for the sells. This one, if you want, you can enter sells and put your stop loss right here. This is jump 25. You can enter your sells and put your stop loss here, and your TP will be on the trend line here. That is on M15 if you want. If you can't, then you can wait for the buys right here, because we'll be waiting for buys to take us right there. So I'm not going to enter buy sells now, I'm just going to be patient enough. Okay, jump 10, it has dropped. We need buys from this level. So this is one of the assets I'm likely to enter today. So I need buys right here. So if it touches this order block, my buy is going to be activated. My buys are going to be activated. Gold, yeah, gold, if we have a breakout here, then perfect, but it's likely to first drop and then give us an entry for the buys later. So I believe we are good to go. I believe we have everything. So the things I'm going to be focusing on today, I'm going to be focusing on jump 10 is going to be my focus mostly. Probably jump 25 also if it does come here. So jump 10, jump 25, those two. Gold may be also part of that. Then the rest, I don't see how they will fit in today, but we'll see. Those who are on VIP, I'll be still trading with you guys to see how we can work with this and get our signals. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. Bye bye. See you on Monday. We'll be having a BTC analysis at 10 minutes past 1, and we'll do that. Okay, have a lovely day. See you guys. Bye bye.